What's up everybody, Kinetic here, and welcome back to Phantasy Star Online 2. This is actually a continuation from the last video where I did the first quest with Motoko and finished that up. I want to talk about now what you're going to do when you get back, typically, I think, from a quest. Now that we're back on the Mothership, I will show you guys around here a little bit to kind of get you acquainted with the environment and stuff like that. Now, the first thing you might notice around here are these terminals. This is a storage area. By entering in here, I can deposit items from my inventory, from these different tabs that are sorting all the different types of items that I'm carrying. So for example, if I want to keep one of these weapons, like for example this, but I don't want to keep it on me, then I will send it to storage and deposit it into this, and you can carry up to 200 different items, which is pretty sweet. And if you need more, then you can order it with the payment options that are available in this game. I don't really need to keep this stuff though. I think that from the way that I understand it is, as you get weapons and items that you can't use and don't really need, the best thing to do, really, I guess, for the time being, as I understand it, is you basically just sell it off, and then you get money from that, which you can use for whatever you want. So this is sort of, I guess, the main deck, and from here you can do lots of different things. There's various NPCs to talk to, and you will be given specific missions or client orders, as they're called. I don't have any currently, but I will talk to the other guy over there to initiate a client order. I want to show you this desk over here. This is the class counter attendant guy over here, and he's pretty important. If you talk to him, you can change your class. So I can change from my ranger to a force, or I can change to hunter or something like that. I'm going to go ahead and keep ranger. I will change maybe to hunter for another quest video, but this is just about hanging around town and stuff like that, and I want to kind of keep my focus on my ranger anyway for now. But I wanted to show that to you, and yeah, also the same terminals are on both sides. I did show you the storage, but I didn't mention the Visiphone terminal. This is a basically, how can I explain it? It's sort of like an auction house, but not really. It's like a trading post, I guess you could say, from Guild Wars 2 if you're playing that. It's a place where you can buy and sell things from different players. Not really going to get into that, just sort of there to show you. These green gates right here will take you to different blocks, and different blocks are sort of different instances of the same thing. So if I go to block 20, I'll still be on the main ship, but it's just a different instance. And this is, so it kind of helps out with the, how can I say, the population of the entire server. And so that way not everybody is cramming into such a small area. It will divide people up depending on how many people are online. So a block each block can contain a certain amount of people, and then once that block becomes full, then you will be put into different blocks. If it's totally full, then you can't even transfer into it. Just so happens that block 20 has some room, and that's why I'm able to come into here. Let's look around a little bit more, shall we? Up here, there's not really a whole lot. It's sort of just, well, there's some more NPCs, I guess, to talk to, and at some point, they will have different client orders that they can offer to you, but nothing so much right now. So we're going to jump down, and thankfully no fall damage. Let's change floors, shall we? There are multiple floors. Like I said, this is the main deck. Let's go up. Now we're sort of in, what can I say? This is sort of an observatory area, but this is where you're going to do some important things, including selling off your extra items that you don't need. I really like it up here. It has a very different feeling than the main deck. It actually looks like a real place, as if there's a city outside, which is pretty cool. Here we go. There's a photon, X cube, and shiny stone merchants there. And just down these stairs, there's some more. There's the terminals for buying, selling, and there's your storage. Oh, I forgot about this.
Ina, この表現は認識の相違がある。私の名はシオン。私の言葉があなたの信用を得るために幾ばくかの時間を要することは理解している。それでもどうか聞き届けてほしい。無限、私は観測するだけの存在。あなたへの干渉は行わない。行えない。だが動かなければ道はついえる。故に私は示す。あらゆる偶然を演算し、計算し、ここに表す。偶事を拾い集め、必然となす。そのものをマターボードという。私は観測するだけの存在。あなたを導く役割を持たない。だがマターボードはあなたを導くだろう。私の後悔が示した道が指針なき時のしるべとなることを願う。未だ信用も信頼も得られずと推測する。あなたのその思考は正しく正常である。しかし私はそれでもあなたを信じている。私はあなたの空虚なる友。どこにでもいるし、どこにもいない。
Okay, so yeah, that strange, manly sounding woman, sure has a very drawn out way of talking, and thankfully not everybody talks like that in this game. But basically what she's talking about is something called the matter board, which basically is a chart of sorts that tracks your progression through the game and its story. And as you encounter different things in the game, as you accomplish different things, different objectives, you will unlock different sections on this matter board, and I'll kind of go over this, I guess, in a little bit more detail in another time. Basically, it's sort of what I already said. It's basically a way of tracking and helping you to understand the progression of your character and the story through what you do in the game. Okay, so now, over here we've got a couple more shops I want to show you guys about selling. Now that we've come back from our quest, we've got lots of crap that we don't need. Let's sell it. So you sell your items, right? And the way that this can be achieved very easily, instead of selling one item at a time, you can click on each item that you don't need, like this. I'm just going to go through the list as quickly as I can. So for example that, right? I don't need those, definitely don't need that stuff. As a matter of fact, I don't really need this either, do I? Yeah, so we'll select that too, and now we will sell. You can also click on these negative and positives to add more to what you want to sell. So then click sell. It will tell you how much meseta, which is the currency in this game, that you will get from selling all those items, and if you agree, arigatou gozaimasu. And there you go. Now your inventory is that much cleaner. But there are various tabs here. You definitely want to click on the weapons and perhaps also the units tab. Now, units are sort of like additions to your armor. Let's actually go over that now. It's very similar to equipping weapons. You just go to equip armor, and you have these 3 different sections here under your unit. And this is your costume, right? So you click on this and it will show you, and just like with the weapons, you will get different numbers, like the +2, which means that's an improvement, or -2, which means that will actually do me less good. But there is also something else here that is interesting. There are these little icons that represent the different classes. The blue gun, obviously Ranger, orange sword Hunter, and then you have this yellow staff looking thing that is for the focus. Now, the interesting thing is that you can actually equip any of these. It doesn't matter what class you are, you can equip them, and they do seem to give you a benefit no matter what. So for example, this focus, it doesn't give me any restrictions to equipping this, and it does improve my T defense, which I'm not exactly sure what that is, to be honest. So here you go. Now you can see if over here, if I just simply highlight these with my cursor, it will show me all the benefits and negatives. So for this, you'll notice that even though it says +10 to T defense, it also says -10 to S defense. So yeah, it's not all positive, but this does seem to be the best item for this slot currently. And then here we've also got pretty much the same thing, some newer items that I can choose from. This looks all good to me, so I'm going to choose this one. And then I've got one more that I can select from here, and no matter which one I pick, it's definitely going to be better than having nothing. And as you can see, these aren't for Ranger, these are actually for Hunter and for Focus, but they will be good for me nonetheless. So there you go. Now I've got extra units equipped, and whatever other units that I don't want, I can go ahead and I can sell those to the weapon shop clerk. I think somebody asked me before what graphic card I'm using for my PC. If I remember correctly, because it's been about a year now, hasn't it, or more, since I bought this PC and put it together. This is a NVIDIA 580, I believe, is the graphics card that I'm using. And in the original tutorial videos, I hadn't touched the video settings at all, but I did go in and tweak them a little bit, and you guys maybe have noticed a little bit of difference. Starting from that quest video that I did with Motoko. And I also seem to have gotten rid of that tearing, and that was probably because I forced vertical sync from the NVIDIA control panel. So things are very pretty now. Things are very, very nice. I'm sure if I really want to, I could probably crank out some more smoothness and things from the game, and it would certainly run better. When I am not recording with fraps. I'm probably losing a little bit of frame rate by recording with fraps, but no, the game plays very, very smoothly. I do have a few crashes from time to time, not sure what that is, but yeah, other than that, it's a pretty smooth running game. But the patching, oh my god, the patching, the downloading and stuff like that can be a pain in the ass. I will admit to that, definitely. Beauty salon, I believe that with the real money that you pay for buying certain things in Phantasy Star Online 2, you can actually talk to this person here. Yeah, see, and it uses Arks cash, which you need to pay real money for. And since I don't have any Arks cash, I'm not really going to get into that, nor do I need to, because Motoko is already looking the way I want her to. But you can get some really cool things, I think, from the Arks cache. You can also get some things for free. You can get some free things in this game. There are these scratch cards. If you go here to the shopping cart, You have the AC shop, which is the Arks cash shop, I believe. And then you have the scratch drawings. So if you go into here, up here you'll notice my money. I have 0 Arks cash, but I have 100 F, which I believe is friendly points or friend cash or something like that. And you will get this by simply playing the game. And I've already spent a fair bit, but I did leave 100 so that way I could buy one more fun scratch, and that's what this is here. So I click on this, draw a scratch card, will cost me 100 fun points. Are you sure? Yes, I am. And then this window, I don't really understand, to be honest. I need to look up more information about this. But basically, you've got these 3 different sections that you can click on, and behind behind each of these, I should say, is like a randomly generated item, I guess. And da-da-da! I don't know what that is. What does that say? I didn't read it before. It's already gone, but it's in my inventory somewhere. And yeah, you can get some pretty cool free things from these free scratch cards that you get. And I think that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoy watching this Phantasy Star Online 2 series here on my channel. If you do, make sure that you give us a thumbs up, share this video with your friends. More is coming soon. Phantasy Star Online 2 for the PC here in Japan. Maybe someday, hopefully someday soon, coming to your PC in your language as well. Until then, keep your eyes here. My name is Kinetic, and I'll see you guys next time.